shedding phase has started. But yeah, Nick Fuentes, I like him, just to be clear. My biggest problem with him is sadly religion. I just can't get behind Christianity anymore. And I say this as a guy who still wears a cross every day, largely out of respect for my godfather. Spaghetti family, okay? But yeah, if we look at like his debate with Dean Withers from a year ago, I personally thought that was one of the things where Dean kind of destroyed him. Like, at least in terms of religion. Obviously, we can say many things about Dean Withers, being a little bitch boy, being a bit of a bad faith puss boy, essentially. But I do think that he had Nick dead to rights in terms of religion. Nick really couldn't say anything that would convince me. And yeah, I really do think Christianity is a psyop, man. If you look back at Judaism back in the day, it was an exclusive religion. I mean, it still is. They actively discourage people from joining, if anything. They're definitely not looking for new believers or anything like that. And it was the belief in a one God, the one God for the chosen people. Like basically a God exclusively for Jews. A God that commanded people to rape, to kill. Maybe not rape, actually. Double check me on that. Probably, I won't be surprised. Kill babies, though, either way. Fucking hell. That alone. Cut your dick off. Ban blood. Fucking scorn the sunlight and fucking go to a temple. All the shit. And then one day, this is what convinced me about Christianity. One day, in Rome, the leader, the emperor, whatever, I've actually forgot his name right now, after Pontius Pilate killed Jesus, something happened. There was some discussion or something, and the leader of Rome decided to become Christian and change the religion of Rome to be Christianity. And for me, as a young boy, that was enough to convince me. I was like, wow, there must have been something convincing enough to make this polytheist emperor change everything on a whim. Like, he must have been convinced. There must have been clearly evidence or something that was so strong and compelling that it convinced him, you know what, this is the Son of God. Let's fucking go. Christianity. Looking back though, I don't know. What if the reason he converted everyone, maybe he got blackmailed, maybe he just got bribed. We know these people are quite good with money and bribing and blackmailing people as it is anyway. And I don't see any benefit to us being Christian whatsoever. How would it benefit white people or people in general other than Jews? All it does is make it so people who are quite against Jews, like at least culturally, much more clashing, now these people believe in the same God, obviously with the addition of believing in the Messiah has already arrived, whereas Jews believe the Messiah is still inbound. But all that really does is just give us more empathy and towards Jews and makes us more the same. You could say it makes us more subservient and more likely to obey and be good little guys if we believe in the same God. And wait, they're the chosen people of the same God. We're like just the goyim. It literally just seems like a complete psyop. Like the only reason it's a thing is that so when we start getting based and kicking people out and stuff, they hope that enough good guys will be like, no, we can't kick out the Jews. This nation was founded on Judeo-Christian values. And it's like, it's just so obvious, man. Like, you're all just fucking sheep if you believe in this shit in 2025. And yeah, obviously this was a while ago, but I remember some of the arguments Nick was making about religion, and they just seem so condescending, and so low IQ, and patronising, honestly, man. Like he was saying, of course, we need to believe in Christianity because without it, there's no way of having any morals. It's like, bro, you don't need a sky daddy to tell you not to kill and rape people. If anything, you're saying either that you are such an animal and a retard that you don't have the common sense just to behave like a decent person without a sky daddy telling you, and otherwise you just want to do all these atrocious things. Come on, mate. Are you saying grown-ass adults can't do that? Or there's no way of possibly being a good person, not that good and bad exist, without being a slave to some bullshit religion which bans you from eating your natural foods? I don't know, man. It just doesn't work to me. I can think of many reasons why I won't want to kill, rape, steal, everything. It all just comes down to a basic golden rule. Do unto others as you wish to do, as you wish done upon yourself. I don't want to be stolen from. If I steal from someone, yes, maybe I'll get away with it. Chances are I won't, or it'll be found out eventually. If I'm known as a thief, I open myself up to other people wanting to steal from me. Because I'm a thief already, people will steal back. And also, if I steal in like a tribal situation or whatever, I'm no longer a reliable member of the community. I'm like a fucking scumbag. So I'll be likely kicked out of said community. And in more natural times, like when we were more closer to nature, that would have spelt certain death for me. So, and I don't need no sky daddy to tell me that. If I kill some random person, yeah, maybe I'll get away with it. Then I always have to live in fear. People will know me as a killer. And I'll always have to fear that someone else is going to kill me. I broke the seal. I've done it. Now I can expect it back. Live by the sword, die by the sword, and all that shit. You know, obviously we can have a conversation over if these things are inherently good or bad in a vacuum anyway. I'd say that in a modern man-made society we live in, it's better to avoid these things in general. Personally, I don't want to be killed or stole from, so I make the conscious decision to not kill and steal. And I don't need no fucking sky daddy to tell me that. And it just all feels so low IQ. None of it really works or can convince anyone unless you've already got that bit of faith where you want to believe. And it did work for me for a long time, but I've just become so fatigued with it all. Seeing all the low IQ Christians who just make it seem so stupid. People like Charlie Kirk, for instance. But even people like Nick, like, oh my God, all their fucking talk about it. That's the one thing I just can't get behind with him. And I don't think he even is Christian either. Like, he just is trapped in it now. And if he goes against it, that's so many people are going to get fucking mad with him. But he talks about how we should marry and do all this shit. He clearly doesn't want to be married. He hates women. Like, that's fine. I'm not someone who's going to be triggered by any of that. But why do you want a world where Christianity is their main fucking rule to live by? And you say it's America first. The founding fathers separated church and state for a reason. Maybe because it's retarded to have the church in, like, power. Like, if we think about some of the church's teachings and Christianity's teachings, one of the biggest sins of all is blasphemy. I'm pretty sure it's possible. I can't remember. I'm not as well versed as I was, but I'm pretty sure blasphemy is up there with murder. So if I say, God damn it, over something, should I get stoned to death or put in jail for blasphemy? That just seems like the lamest fucking shit. You know what I mean? It's all these people who act like this would really be good. They don't believe it themselves. I'll say they're committing blasphemy all the time in many ways. They make fun of the dead. That's, oh my God, they're such fucking hypocrites. Spend like fucking 3-4 years or whatever it was making fun of George Floyd and shit. Making memes about him. Such a dead fucking meme, and they're still pushing it now. Actual fucking sub-room temperature IQ troglodytes. But then, as soon as people make a joke about Charlie Kirk, they're reporting people to their work, acting like these are demons and shit. It's just all so cringe. I really think it's a way to divide and conquer as well, as to make the right side arbitrarily religious. Fucking, I can't speak. They make the right wing religious, and it's just so off-putting to people who just can't believe. It's not even like I've got anything inherently against Christianity. Like, oh, they're an evil religion and all this. To me, it's much more basic than that. I just don't believe in it anymore. Like, I've had phases where I've been much more strong into atheism, and phases where I've sort of came back to Christianity. But I feel like this time's more permanent. I don't see myself going back. I genuinely think it was all a psyop to enslave us and make us little bitches and gooder guys to the Jews, essentially. But, you know, open to being proven wrong. I don't think I will be. Some of the points Nick was making as to why Christianity definitely has to be real. It's just, of course, the Shroud of Nicaea, of course. So, what? At least give context in it instead of just saying the Shroud, bruh, assuming everyone's going to know everything. But yeah, religion's such a stupid thing because basically we're all essentially atheists to 99.9% of all religions anyway. Even if you're religious, you've just picked one of hundreds and decided that's the one. But you've not really explored Hinduism, Sikhism, possibly not Islam or Judaism, or even paganism, all the fucking random religions. You've just assumed they're wrong, and you only believe in this because you're born into it at the end of the day. That's how it is. If you're born in Iran, well, you may be Christian as well still, but you're more likely to be a Muslim. If you're born in Israel, you're more likely to be Jewish. You know, you act like you've discovered this, but no, it's literally you were told this since you were a kid, and you never really questioned it. And yeah, I'm just done with it. Like, people saying that you need Christianity to be a moral country or to not murder and kill and all this shit. It's such a fucking cope. And just look at examples. Let's look at Christian African countries. They have found Christ, so they should be pretty peaceful. It should be like a utopia. But they still kill and eat their dead and shit in Nigeria, in villages and shit. Like, how come Christianity's not saving these people? It's almost like it's not the religion that matters. It's almost like it's more so the people who follow said religion who make it what it is. I mean, if you look at other religions as well, Islam, compare how Islam's portrayed in Indonesia, a Muslim country, versus, I don't know, Saudi Arabia. Obviously, they're both Muslims. Yeah, they do follow the 5 pillars of Islam, I suppose, but in practice, they're both racially different people, and the way Islam's expressed, you could say, comes across very different. Anyway, whatever. It's fucking... Same with other people as well, like British Nick, Hugh Anthony, I think his name is. I like him in many ways, but I just can't get behind the Christianity. And we're trying to say, we need to bring Britain back to Christianity. It's like, bro, if you go far back enough, Britain wasn't even Christian anyway. It's just a fucking psyop. But whatever. I'm willing to ignore that shit for the greater good, but there's more to people. If someone's got a flaw, but they've got a lot of other good points, you know, I'm going to weigh it all up. And obviously I think Nick's overall still a force for good. But the Christianity shit's just so fucking cringe, man. And I just can't get behind it. It just feels fake. I'm literally thinking of growing my neckbeard out just as like a political statement at this point. But yeah, whatever.